So what is testing and why testing? We are going to understand in this particular topic. So the first topic for our agenda is what is testing. Most of you guys know the basic about the testing, or you know something about Python here. So as you know the Python, you can write the test cases also. So by assuming that you have the basic knowledge of Python, I will be writing the test cases also. Now the first thing first, what is testing? And I'm talking about software testing here. Why? Because testing could be for the chemical also, for any other thing also. I'm not talking about something which is I'll not be doing here now. Here we are going to talk about software testing. So what is testing and why testing? How important is the testing is all about? We are going to understand step by step, and I'll be elaborating this definition, testing itself, in more detail. So what is testing? Testing is nothing but is a process of evaluating a system and its feature and its component. You need to check each and every feature of the software now, whether the particular function is running or not, whether the particular feature is running or not, we need to check manually. So there's one of the ways to do the manual testing. So we need to check whether that particular component is running or not. So that is what we say testing is all about. So what we do in this case, you find whether the project requirement, let's say I have set up some project requirement for GKTCS, and whether that requirement is matching or not. If I have expected something, let's say I have expected certain functions, certain features, and these features are working properly or not, whether they're running properly or not, whether they're running on time or not, all these we do in the testing itself. So testing is what we are saying, like here, executing a system in order to identify the gap, errors, or missing requirement. Now why do we do that? So if you have certain challenge, if you have certain bugs, if you have certain failures, or there is something errors, we need to check. We need to check whether there is errors, then we need to resolve that error. We need to check on the different environment, whether your software, whether your program is running on different environment or not. And if it is not running, we need to check, okay, this is like, for example, the website. You are testing website on Chrome browser and it is not running on the Internet Explorer, or not running on the different devices itself. So to check like what is the challenge, why it is not running. So that gap we need to fill here. So testing allows you to fill the gap and improve the quality of the software itself. So it is very important for us, whenever you write any program or software here, check it before we deliver it to the client. Why? Because if you are delivering the software with a bug, obviously next time the client won't come with the software requirement itself. So it's very, very important for us to retain the client, as well as if you are developing your product and your product is having the lots of bugs, then definitely you can see, like, you know, in that case, nobody will look at your product also. So before we launch our product, it is very, very important for us to find, is there any error? Is there any something missing here? So all that we should be doing with the help of software testing. So it allows you to see the differences between the required condition. Like we have to check, like, is this like as per the requirement or not? So what we do in this case, we find the defects. We try to see, like, is this like as a tester, let's say you are the tester, what you will do as a tester now? As a tester, you will try to see, okay, how this system break. If the system is getting break, it means there is some problem. So when you say break means what? We try to run the system or the program on different environment and see whether it fails or whether there is any bug. That means the break here now. So that is what the tester role is. Tester role is to see the defect here. See, like, okay, there is a break, there is some debug, there is a bug, and we need to now give that information to the developer to modify the code itself. And that reporting is very, very important for the developer to improve the existing code itself. So here, what we do in this case, you demonstrate the correct functionality. In the testing case, you demonstrate what are the correct functionality which are running. You are making the list of, okay, these are the functionality which are running correctly, and these are the functionality which are running incorrectly. So we have the list of functions which are running the correctly, and we have the list of functions which are running incorrectly. It also demonstrates the robustness, reliability, security, and maintainability also. We need to check whether this your software or your whatever the application is developed, is it a robust, is it going to run for longer duration, it is going to run for the multiple users, is it reliable, is it like scalable? All these things we need to check in the testing itself. So let me tell you, this is the most important part of the software development. In the, let's say you are writing the code and you wrote the complete product, but it having the bug means that software itself is an incomplete software. So software or any application without testing is an incomplete one. So it's very important for us to check whether that particular code or the application is running on different environment or not, is there any bug, whether it is reliable or not, whether any kind of bug is, security bug is there. Well, so all these things we need to check in the testing itself. So testing helps you a lot for improving the quality. Testing helps you a lot for improving the performance of your softwares. So it measures the performance. How fast is your software? How fast or is a software to execute? Let's say you wrote one piece of code and we check how much time it is going to take to execute the piece of code now. If the code is taking more time, it means there's some challenge in the code itself. So how to improve the performance now? That we have to check it while writing the code itself. You have to check the quality of the softwares or the code itself, whether you are maintaining the quality of the code or not. You are going to correct the software in that case, and you are going to execute the defined test cases. So here there are various things which we do in the software testing itself. Now testing allows you to correct the code and give the report to the developers.